Okay, so the first one was C major. So grab the C at the 8th fret on the 6th string, and then do your clump, which looks like the A minor chord. Yeah, do the, remember, so it should be an 8, a 9, and a 9. We're doing the 6th string one, yeah. Okay, now do the same thing for F, which you can get at the 1st fret or the 13th fret. Yeah, or the 13th fret. You can get that. Like I use all my fingers, you know, pointer, middle on the outside, and then my ring and pinky on the inside. Or you can just take your pointer and grab the chord without barring. Like, so I'm not doing that. That's like a little too much to get it shoved all in there. I use my pointer in middle on the 13th fret. So like, put your middle finger on the 2nd string, keep your pointer on the 6th string, and then get the other two with your pinky and ring. That way you don't have to bar. A little more relaxed. You can also do that thumb thing if you like, if you can reach that.
I was thinking it's kind of tough when you like...
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
Okay, now we had a B half diminished. So B is the 7th fret. And if you remember, half diminished is the same thing as the clump, except all of the notes are moved down a fret. It's a flat 3rd, a flat 5th, and a flat 7th. So instead of grabbing your clump at the 7th and 8th frets, move it down to 6th and 7th. Cool. And then we had an E dominant. So E dominant is, like an E7, is just a flat at 7. So that means find your clump, move the 7th down, which is the 4th string. It's easier to flip your fingers on that one. And what we're doing for all the 7th chords right now is we're altering them. Oh, wait, so no, grab your clump first. Find the clump, just like you were with all the other chords. So it would be like, it looks like an A minor chord, right? Grab it like this. You know, do the little, like, make it look like an A minor shape. Yeah, so now you gotta move the 4th string down a fret. Yeah, refinger it so you flip it. Okay, now an altered chord. And we do these whenever we're going to a minor chord. Next. So that means either sharp or flat the 5th, or add a 9th and sharp or flat it. Okay, so if you do the 5th is the 2nd string in this chord.
Right.
Move up that note 1 fret. You can do that by getting your pinky here. It's going to go from the 12th fret to the 13th fret on the 2nd string. Yes. Yeah. Or you could flat that note. A little harder to get here, but. So flat it. You got it. Or go back to your dominant and add a flatted 9th or a sharp 9th. Yep, and if you flat it, it ends up just being the same fret as your ring finger. Yeah, get your dominant and then add a flatted 9th. Here, do the 7th chord, and the 9th. The 9th is always 2 frets above the root, so the flatted 9th is 1 fret above the root.
So yeah, flatted 9th is...
Right there, same fret. Yep. The 9th is 6. That's the flatted. So that's an E7. You could also do that down here. You could get your E here and get the dominant like that. Sharp 5 or add a flat 9th or a sharp 9th there. Cool? You can't get a flat 5 here because it would go down below the fretboard. But all those would work, so I can go. Alright. Cool, now next one's A minor. A is at the 5th fret. And minor is a flatted 3rd and a flatted 7th. So take your clump, yep, exactly. Just move those 2 notes down a fret and you've got minor chord. Remember, with all these chords, you can also get the octave up here. That's always the same as the root note. And for all these things, unless it's altered, you can add a 9th. Yeah. So you can either this. Cool? Cool?
Right. Is that 5th string?
No, I'm not getting the 5th string right now. If you did, you'd have to get another note, which is an octave here. We're not going to do that for right now. Cool? Okay, yeah. That's the A minor. Do the same thing on D. Go to D, 10th fret, and then. Cool? Yeah. And. Yeah. And then go down to G. We're going to do a dominant and alter it again. So G. 5, a flat 5, or do a flat 9 or a sharp 9.
Which one's the 5?
The flat 9?
Which one's the 5? Like what?
5 is on the second string, so if this is your dominant, yeah. The idea of all these alters, they sound dissonant, you know. Cool. So you had C, F, cool.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm getting that extra string or a ninth. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, now do the same thing on the fifth string. So the clump on the fifth string looks like this. There's a C here, and then it's the frets are 3, 5, 4, 5, 3, and the intervals are, this is the root, this is the fifth, this is the seventh. So like this, 3, 5, 4, 5, and 3. So this is the root, this is the fifth, this is the seventh, this is the third, and then there's a duplicate fifth up on the first string when you're barring it. So normally you can get that fifth unless you're doing an alteration with the fifth, unless you're sharpening and flatting the fifth, then you have to do it with one or the other. So like if you did a dominant, here's a C, here's a C dominant. If I wanted to flat that fifth, I could no longer hit that note on top. I'd have to do it either here or here, you know, like that. Like or sharpen the fifth.
Right.
Either do it like this or do it like that, and not get this one. Make sense? One or the other. Is that cool?
You don't want to hit a flat 5 and then a regular 5. So.
Right, yeah, that doesn't work. Cool? Okay, so C major, and then F. Yeah. B is down here. So the B, here's the clump. You get your clump, and what you're doing is, to make it half diminished, you're moving all the notes down. Or bring that up the octave up here. Of course, you can do that with a C also. Okay, now here's E, 7th fret. And this one's going to be dominant. We're going to alter, let's just alter the 5th. So make the clump and move the 7th down, which is the 3rd string. Yeah, now flat the 5th. So remember, if we're flatting the 5th there, don't hit the 1st string on this one. Or if you want to do it like this, and get your 5th up here, just don't hit the 4th string, you could sharpen the 5th easy that way. What's that?
What string is the 5 on?
On the 4th string or the 1st string, and or the 1st string. So as soon as we start doing something with that 5th, you need to go one or the other. Yeah, you can either do this and not hit the 1st string, or you could get rid of this and maybe sharpen the 1st string. Cool?
First, yeah.
One fret above the bar. One fret, so it would be your middle finger. Or you could do this. But you don't want this and that there. Cool? Yeah. Now A minor, that's either the 12th fret or open. Let's do the 12th fret. So here's your clump. To get the minor, you need to flat the 7th, which is your middle finger, and flat the 3rd, which is your pinky. So if you flat the 7th, you're getting rid of the middle finger. Now to make it minor, that's a dominant. Make it minor by flatting that pinky note. Use your middle finger on the 2nd string. Yeah, and there you can hit the 1st string because it's a regular 5th. We have a G or an A minor. Oh, D minor, same thing. Go down to D. That's yeah. And then we had a G. It's back up to the 10th fret. Get a dominant, and we'll alter that one also. Cool. How are we doing here? C, B half diminished, E dominant, A minor, E minor, and put those together. So. Okay, that's 12 minutes of that. It should be enough.